Okay, so this is our project. This is called the Departure Lounge. And as we start, we're in this scene that it's all dark and just has text. So you have the title, and then some context starts to scroll up. Since this is a project that has 3 parts and we're only working on the last and third part, we want to give some context of what's happening, of where you are, because those introductions are missed on the third act. So it gives you some context about the time you're there. It basically tells you you're visiting London in the future, and there's desolation, and everything's ruined, empty, and you can see ghostly figures. And it tells you how you've been following a mother and child through London with a man that was running behind them, and they lead you through a bridge to this building called the Departure Lounge. Now it gives you 2 options. You can start or you can go to the credit scene. So you have those 2 buttons that you just point and click, and will take you to there. Okay, so you're here and you can see the ghost of the woman and child running away in white particles. And as you walk closer, you can see that there's a mirror on the wall behind that figure that is a hologram that's welcoming the visitor. You can also see on the right hand side there's a UI that's overlaying on top of the headset. Okay, so now there's a security check with some barriers that are no longer working, but as you get closer you can see the ghost of a woman going through. And as you go through them into the waiting room, you will see a lot of ghosts of people that have been there and have visited this departure lounge. You're glitching, they have kind of this particle effect, and they are showing what they were doing by the time they visited. There's some security guards, there's people hugging, there's people doing different actions. And you can see there's a kid's toy on top of a chair. So if you get close and you try to touch it, this will trigger an animation, which is a boy playing with the toy with his mom. And the mom suddenly takes him away. You can also grab this toy. You can inspect it and then you can just leave it on the floor. So as you can see, there's a lot of scattered objects, abandoned things. There's a lot of rubble. The state of the walls and the materials are decayed. There's some murals on top showing what the world was like before this crisis. But yeah, you can see the overall state of decay. And as you get close to the hallway that you can enter, you can see that there's a shelf where people left their belongings behind. And as you walk through the hallway, you can see these flickering lights and that all the doors are closed. And the light at the bottom catches the user's attention by the flickering and makes you go inside here, where there's another flickering light and you see a deer. You also see the pods start to rise up, which triggers some rocks that fall down and the deer just runs away. And there you can see the skeleton of the mother and child. After that, it will just take you to the credit scene, where it will show all the people we work with, the art team, modelers, texturers, animators, the VR development team, that's us, and then all the management team, the creatives that came up with the idea and guided us through this experience, and the sound team as well. After that, you are given the option to go back to the start or just quit the application.